Hey everybody, it's Aiden here once again, and welcome back to the original rFactor, as it's time to try and recreate a real-life race. Now this is something I did a couple of weeks ago, where I did the 2005 United States Grand Prix in Minardi, and the goal in that race was to simply beat the two Jordans, and I managed to do it. So I've been thinking over the last couple of days what other race scenarios were out there, and I thought of the 1998 Japanese Grand Prix. Now in that race, Michael Schumacher stalled at the start of the second attempted start, as before that Jarno Trulli, I think it was, stalled on the first attempt at the race getting started. So they did the formation lap, they lined up again, and Schumacher stalled his car. Championship on the line, he then had to start from the back of the grid, and he carved his way through the field, and eventually a puncture ended his charge, and the title went to Mika Hakkinen in the end. So how far up the grid can we get over the course of 10 laps, and can we beat Mika Hakkinen? That's the ultimate goal. I'm not expecting to actually beat him, but how far can we get up the grid? Can we get into a position where, yes, championship might still be on? So, 10 laps of Suzuka in the 1998 cars, using the 1998 mod, and I'll link everything for you in the description box so you can have a go yourself. And as always, suggest things you want to see on this channel, historic races that you want me to attempt, or scenarios that you want me to attempt. It doesn't have to be real. I mean, it could be fictional, like winning with a manor, or getting a podium in a manor, or something like that. So, yeah, let's get down to Suzuka and see what we can do. So I've just run a quick qualifying session to try and generate a realistic grid, and we've got the two McLarens on the front row in Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard. Eddie Irvine, my rear gunner, he's in third. Then we've got Fisichella, our old mate Damon, and so on. Now, starting this race shouldn't be too much of a problem, because Tyrrell, Minardi, Arrows, Boys, the other Tyrrell, probably Trulli's Prost. But this Ferrari is 2 to 3 seconds a lap quicker than these anyway, so they should be no problem. But it's going to get progressively harder as we got the grid, with how spread the field was way back when. So yeah, this race was nearly 20 years ago. God damn it, I feel old. So, without messing around too much, I've got a setup. Actually, I haven't got a setup. I need to load my setup. I'll call it Suzza, because I'm down with the kids and all that. And yeah, so, how far can we get? Let's find out. Let's try and do this without losing a wheel. Build those revs. Bollocks. Can we swoop around the outside of the tosser? Yes, we can. Right. Outside of some of these corners looks like the place to be. Got a Prost directly ahead. Come on. Oliver Penis holding me up. Huh. Yeah. It's not like the real race where everybody was like, oh, fuck that Schumacher, I better get out of his way. Because he would have been a man on one hell of a mission in this race. Don't know why my brake balance is that far back. Yeah, I'll put it to 58. We're into 14th. Not a bad place to be. Let's aim for top 6 anyway. Just got no straight line speed in this thing. I've got my setup all wrong. Trying to get through this chicane. Hopefully some of these cars will take each other out along the way. But you can see like skid marks all over the track. Reason for that being is I've done a few test races to get the aggression and the difficulty levels set just so, to make this a challenge and make sure I can actually have a go at competing. And these are the bits from the outtakes. Well, I say outtakes, I was never recording. seem to be quicker through this twisty section than I am in a straight line. So maybe I haven't screwed my setup after all. Dropping to second for Degnut 2. Get on the power. Still stuck behind Oliver Panis here. Olivier Panis, I should say. We're through. Got a bit scared there. I thought I would have taken him off, but we're okay. Now, I do like Suzuka. I like it even more when I know how to actually drive the car around here. So that's the problem with just jumping straight back into a mod. I haven't had the right amount of time to learn this. Because the only other car I've driven in this mod is the Jordan from the story time I did on the 98 Belgian Grand Prix. First gear for this unbelievably difficult chicane. Fucking hell. Just can't get the power down. I think the first gear might be too long. Again, I'm so used to not using first gear at most tracks. I'm so used to modern F1 cars, and by modern I mean sort of 2005 onwards. Oh god, dirty air, shit. This is difficult. Come on, Johnny. I mean, Johnny. Johnny Alazy. Struggling now. Maybe over a full race distance this might be a bit easier, but I've got to cram it all into 10 laps. Fuck! Cheaters never prosper. Unless you're Michael Schumacher, obviously. Oh, everyone's getting a bit bunched up now. This is playing right into my hands. Oh, shit. Come on, you two. Take each other off. Do me a favour here. Oh, you cunt. Apologies for that. It's not a word I tend to use on camera, but don't think the car's damaged. It doesn't feel like it is. Yeah, suspension's fine. Bloody lazy. Such a dickhead. And if you have seen, I mean, I'm not a Sebastian Vettel fan, but the way he shut down that Dutch reporter in the press conference, it was just mic drop. Oh, I had to lift. Okay, maybe I have taken a bit of damage. Frentzen in front of Johnny. Then it's Ralph. Then Rubens. But the 90s were so good. The 90s had great overtaking. The 90s had great racing. I can't get close to this guy in front. I think Johnny's still bitter about 1995, to be honest. Dive bomb. Fucking hell. Oh, I'm gonna have to go across the chicane again. Just channeling my inner Michael, as you do. If you're new here, none of what you're watching is to be taken seriously. Another position. What a day. But actually, a fun fact about this race. The tosser, who is probably miles behind, didn't actually participate in this race. And that's because he decided that on the Friday he was going to ride the roller coaster at the theme park that's next door to the track. And he damaged his elbow, or he did something to himself while he was on it, so he couldn't take part in qualifying. So he's did not participate next to his name on the Wikipedia page for this race. You couldn't make it up. The guy's a meme. And it was actually Tyrrell's last race. They then became British American Racing, then Honda, then Braun, and now Mercedes. So, quite a lot of history. Are we getting close now to Ralph? Come on, Ralph. Help your brother out. No, is that Jacques or is that Eddie ahead? I think it might be Jacques. Come on, let's get a launch. Fuck you, dirty air. This was a real-life last-to-first challenge, though, wasn't it? Oh, well. But you hear a lot about, oh, Schumacher could have been a 9-time world champion. Yeah, he would have been. If he didn't try to punt Villeneuve off the road and didn't stall his car on the formation lap like a fucking noob. Again, not to be taken seriously. Actually, he didn't start on the formation lap, did he? Started at the actual start of the race. The second start of the race, because I think Trulli stalled before. Okay, now everybody's getting really bunched up ahead. This, again, playing directly into my hands. Oh, Ralphie! I love how in the Schumacher family, the dad's called Rolf, the son's called Ralph. The other son's called Michael, and his son's called Mick. So you've got Rolf, Ralph, Michael, and Mick. Oh no! I've been punted! No, 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 no. No! I've been punted. And that is race over. Bollocks. So it looks like Mika Hakkinen is going to be the world champion at the end of this race. We've been taken out by someone. Oh well, we failed this scenario. So what other scenarios do you want to see? Do you want to see, like, Vettel at Interlagos 2012? Or do you want to see Panis at Monaco, or that kind of thing? Let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can drum up for you. Until next time, I've been Aidan Millward. Have a great day wherever you live in the world, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. So, goodbye. Fucking bullshit.